Hi guys, welcome back to CJ's Keto Kitchen. Tonight is another easy family favorite, and it is going to be a one-pan dish, and it is one-pan garlic chicken. So come along with me and let's get started. So if you're like pretty much everyone, we're at home, we're busy, everyone is around, everyone is always hungry. So it's very nice to get food on the table as quickly as possible. And for that reason, I wanted to do another one-pan dish. I have a couple of others on the blog that we've done in the past that are also one-pan dishes. But it's very nice because everything is done in one pan or skillet, so you're not dirtying a lot of dishes, and everything is done quickly so you can get it on the table and everyone can eat. This dish is very versatile, and it can be altered to accommodate those of your family members that are eating carbs, because it can be served with pasta or rice. So let's go ahead and get started making this easy dish. So, as promised for this recipe, everything is going to be done in one pan or skillet, and I just have a large skillet here that has about a 3.5 to 4 inch lip on it. If you have a large skillet that doesn't have a lip, it should still work, but I just like it because it houses everything in our dish. You could also use a Dutch oven if you have something like that, but everything is done on the stovetop. And I just have my burner heated to medium because we're going to be cooking our chicken, and that is what I'm going to be using. So I have about 1 pound to 1.5 pounds of cut up and cubed chicken thighs here. You could use any kind of meat that you would like for this, even though it's called garlic chicken. You could also use pork or you could use beef. But you do need to start with 1 to 1.5 pounds of meat. So you just want to saute your meat in your saucepan until it is thoroughly cooked. So depending on your meat and your stove, that will vary from experience to experience. Okay. So our chicken is mostly done and browned, and I'm going to turn my heat down a bit while we move on to our next step. So of course, because this is garlic chicken, we are going to be using garlic. I have about 5 small cloves here. You can use as much garlic as you would like. If your cloves were larger, you could reduce the size of your cloves. But mine are pretty tiny, so I'm using 5. And I'm just going to chop this really finely. You don't have to use fresh garlic, but I really feel like it shines here when you do. They do, of course, make jarred garlics and garlic powder if you can't find garlic locally. And you just want to chop it quite finely. You do want your garlic to go through, your entire pan. So that's why we want to chop it as finely as we can. So there's our chopped garlic. So we are going to start completing our one-pan dish with some seasoning, because right now our chicken has no flavor at all. So we want to add some seasoning. You can pretty much do whatever you would like. I'm going to be adding some Italian seasoning, a little bit of my Johnny's garlic spread, which is further going to incorporate the Italian flavors. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of crushed red pepper. CJ and I like things a bit on the spicy side. Of course, you could omit that if you do not. Definitely use seasonings that you and your family enjoy and in amounts that you like. So once again, use seasonings that you enjoy and in an amount that you enjoy. Everyone's tastes are different. So I have sprinkled our seasonings on for the garlic chicken. The most important thing that you need is, of course, garlic. The seasonings are optional and up to personal preference. I am now going to be putting in some of the crushed red pepper because we do enjoy things spicy here. I'm now going to put in the chopped fresh garlic. I'm turning my heat up back just a little bit more to about medium. You can really smell the garlic in this. We are now going to start adding some vegetables to our 1-pan garlic chicken. Once again, you could use vegetables that are different than what I'm using, but I'm going to be using broccoli, spinach, and mushrooms. So first I'm going to put in some mushrooms. I'm not going to put in this entire pack. This is a 12-ounce container of mushrooms. So I'm going to be putting in half, so about 6 ounces of mushrooms, and these are baby portobellos. And I'm just breaking up the big ones a little bit with my fingers. I also have 12 ounces of cooked broccoli florets. I also want to put in about 2 cups of fresh spinach. You could use frozen drained spinach if you do not have access to fresh. But I want about 2 cups, and it's going to seem like a lot when I put it in, but spinach does break down quite quickly and to quite a large degree. I'm going to put a lid on our skillet for about 5 minutes and let our spinach break down. So you can see that our spinach has mostly wilted down, and that's what we were going for. So the final thing that we need to do for our 1-pan dish is to make a sauce. And so I'm going to be doing that with 2 ingredients. I have 6 ounces of softened cream cheese. I've let mine sit out. And I'm just going to begin working this into my skillet. That's why it helps to have it softened. So you can see when it's softened that it incorporates quite easily into our other ingredients in the pan. So the last thing that I want to add is 1 cup of cheese. I am using a blend of Parmesan and mozzarella. You can use any kind of cheese that you like, and really in any amount. If you wanted less cheese, you could do less cheese. If you wanted more, you could do more. And I'm just going to work that around like I did the cream cheese. And this is just going to give our 1-pan dish a really nice, rich creaminess. So there it is. Here is our 1-pan garlic chicken. I'm going to put a lid on it and let it sit for about 5 minutes, and then we are going to let CJ tell us what he thinks. There aren't any 1-pan garlic chicken songs, so no singing.
You can sing "Here Comes the Broccoli, Man."
All right, so here is tonight's dish. It is 1-pan garlic chicken.
It's good. Those mushrooms are almost like another piece of meat. I don't know if we normally get those
Portobellos, they do actually use them as a meat substitute for like vegans and stuff.
If we normally buy portobellos or not, but
because portobellos, these are baby ones, but usually portobellos can be quite huge, almost as big as a hamburger patty. So a lot of people do make burgers out of them.
It's good. It's really flavorful. We just made this. You just put it on a plate. I'm sure after it sits, the flavors will meld together even more. But it's real good. And I can see how it could be versatile as far as for carbies and rice, and adding rice or pasta.
And you could change the meat or the vegetables because, you know, it's basically the garlic and the sauce that make it this dish.
Yeah, I think the only thing I might add is some salt, but that's a personal thing.
Right.
So, good job, Barry. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks for joining us again tonight, you guys. We hope that you enjoyed this recipe. I know that my family definitely will. We hope that you will consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so that you know when our new content goes up. On Wednesdays, we have Keto Conversations, and that's where we get together and talk about ketogenic lifestyle topics. Sometimes we have food unboxings, grocery hauls, what we eat on this lifestyle. And then on Sunday is when we post our recipes. Sometimes they're savory and sometimes they're sweet. So definitely hit the bell so you know when that happens. If you need any information for this recipe, that is always on our blog, and that is Cjsketokitchen.com. And there we have all of our recipes, macros, nutritional information, and most of our recipes are principled. We also have my thoughts while making this recipe and CJ's taste test follow-up, so definitely head over there. We are also on social media, and we would love to have you join us there on those platforms. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest, and all of that is CJ's Keto Kitchen. And there people post recipes, and we just support each other on this lifestyle. So hopefully you will join us there. Please come back next time and see us again because we enjoy having you here.